building virtual field trips.
And what I want to do is show you guys where the students can build their own virtual field trip experience here in Google Earth. So this is an online version of Google Earth. It functions on the students' Chromebooks absolutely without a problem. And what you're going to find over here on the left-hand side is the menu of all the options that students have when they're in Google Earth. And this one right here that shows like a little place marker on a map is called Projects. Projects allows a user to create their own virtual field trip experience. So maybe a student wants to tell you all the amazing places they went this summer. Maybe they went to Baltimore and they went to Port Discovery. Maybe they got to go see the cherry blossoms in DC. Maybe they got to go up to Yorktown in Pennsylvania. So they can actually build their own virtual field trip here, or they could do a virtual field trip of places they'd love to go. You know, what's your top 10 list of places you've never been but would like to go? And they can drop a marker on Paris and drop a marker on Beijing and drop one down in Melbourne, Australia. So it can be someplace I've never been but I'd like to, or an actual this was my trip from this summer. So you'd click to create a new project. Things as simple as I can just do a search for someplace. Carrie, holler out something. What am I searching for?
Oh, Disney World. Come on. Why do you even bother asking me?
I should have known.
Well, Tracy's saying that I'll let you know, my son does this actually on his own. Again, he is only 8, so they can totally do this. I've shown him one time. He currently has an ongoing project where he is marking all of the fire stations in Anne Arundel County. He zooms into them and drops, and that's one of the things he likes to do sometimes during his break. And again, these could be places, but keep in mind you can make this content based as well and have students create literacy trips. They can track where all of the books are that they've read, or the track of specific characters' journey as they go through, or mark all of the places of historical significance during a time frame that you are looking at. Make a map of all the major battles from the American Revolution, those kinds of things. It doesn't just have to be for fun kind of things, but you can very easily tie it into content as well.
Awesome. Okay, so without doing anything except searching for a location, I have an option down here at the very bottom of my screen to add a place mark. And from there, I can start building my own project when I click over here to add to project. Okay, what do you want to call this project? Sure, we'll call it Walt Disney World Resort, save, and then I can keep searching for additional places and keep marking them into my project. One last thing I'm going to say about this, because as I've already admitted, I could get caught up in this all day. Next thing you know, it would be 4:30. You guys be dropping off like flies. You already would have left, and I would still be talking about Google Earth. Last thing I'm going to say about this is a Google product. Everything created in Google Earth saves to your Google Drive. So as soon as the students start creating a project in here, they can go to Google Drive to re-access their project again later, or they can come back to Google Earth and open it from here. You guys may have seen when I first clicked on projects, it said I had some existing projects that I had already created previously. So just as we've sort of come to expect when we're working in our online tools, they're not going to start a project and lose it because they forgot to click save or don't know where it's saved. It's going to save to their Google Drive, and it's actually going to save in a folder that's automatically created for them called Google Earth. So all they have to do is go back to their Google Earth folder. Their project will be right there. They can double click. It'll open in Earth. They can continue building it, or they can share it with you. They can even do collaborative projects. Although keep in mind that collaboration in Google Earth is not exactly what we have come to expect in something like Google Docs, where I can physically see you typing on the page. When they're collaborating in Google Earth, they don't see their partner moving around, but they can build collaborative trips. Okay, so some really awesome and exciting things they can do with virtual field trips.